What's up, everybody? I'm Edward Barber, and welcome to the show, Kwentong Barber. It has been a very eventful couple of weeks. Of course, last week we didn't have an episode because of a break. A couple of unforeseen circumstances came our way. But today is a day where, as all the people in Araneo and UP say, we'll make bawi. That's all my friends are saying. And I don't agree with it, but that's what we're going to do right here sa Kwentong Barber. Let's not waste any time because that's not always a luxury. And we have to make the most of everything. And not everyone is willing to wait. But to those that are, we say hello. And that's what one of today's hottest artists is saying at the moment with one of his newest songs. He is the man behind the Careless Music. He is a fellow PBB ex-housemate. And he's, I guess you could say, one of the chillest guys in the whole industry. He's redefined OPM. He is James REID. Everybody on the show on Kwentong Barber. What's up, James?
What an intro. It's good to see you, man. Thank you for having me on the show.
It's great to have you on. And I think we were talking a while ago, just before we started. You're actually in a barbershop right now, right?
I'm actually in the barbershop, yeah.
In your barbershop as well. So
yeah.
It's fits perfectly to the show, but we are really excited to have you. I say this to quite a lot of our guests, but it's always true. We have been chasing you. We've been hoping to get you on the show for a while.
Oh, really?
But
well, I'm here now.
Yeah, and we say hello to you, and that's a segue to talk about one of your newest song at the moment. Hello. Tell us, what is it about? What's going on? Why now? Why release it now?
Actually, Hello. It was one of the first songs I collaborated with some LA producers and songwriters. Actually, since Soda, the first song I released this year, and yeah, this was the first one I really collaborated with some LA producers, and you know, kind of what I was going for this year was really just to make music that was just fun to sing, you know, good to dance to, kind of just lift people's spirits, you know, nothing too heavy, just really feel good. And yeah, I think Hello is really, you know, captures that feeling. And to me, it's really about like, you know, everyone's been in like quarantine, you know, we've been itching and now we're back in quarantine.
And now we're back. Season 3,
yeah,
baby.
Been itching to just, you know, get out, you know, say what's up, say hello to the world, you know, get back in it and just experience life again. Yeah, that's kind of how I understand it.
Do you have any plans at the moment? Of course, don't spoil anything, but as soon as, you know, things get back in order and we're free again, can we expect a concert or like a pop-up show within regulations or an online thing? What can we expect?
Definitely, like we're really hoping for live performances to come back. We'll see how things go, but then you know, if need be, we're gonna do, of course, like another digital concert for me, like we did for Nadine with Absolute Madness, which was really fun to do. Yeah, that was really incredible. I just wish that people could see it in person because it's just different. It's a different experience seeing it live. But yeah, definitely, you know, this year we'll see what we can do.
All right, and we'll be looking forward to that. And to everyone watching right now, all of our friends on Kumu, everyone who's going to be watching this on TFC Abroad and on Mix Philippines, go check out Hello if you haven't already, and stream it on all the digital platforms. But I really wanted to, since I have you on the show, and since it's not always, you know, I've had a couple of conversations with you throughout the years. And in a couple of days, actually, I'm going to be 5 years in the industry. I think I've had like maybe 3 or 4 conversations with you solidly. And I just want to seize the chance. And I want to talk about some stuff today. Nothing controversial, of course. But I wanted to get to know, because we came from the same house. We went
PBB bros.
We PBB bros. And we have similar beginnings, but very, very different stories. But I feel, and you have the free license to correct me if I'm wrong, we went through very, very similar things in terms of how things began and how things went for the first couple of years as well. So, coming from PBB and going from, I guess you could say, zero to hero, and being like just a big artist straight out of the house, how did that impact you? How did that impact your mentality? How was it coming out and just having a huge impact on the Philippines?
I mean, absolutely shocking. You know, going into the house, zero expectations. I think if you watched me in the show, I had no idea what was going on. So yeah, neither was I, you know, like kind of hell bent on becoming an artist, you know, singer, an actor, you know, a songwriter, running my own label. Like I never thought these things would happen. So it was really crazy. I'm sure you can relate. Like the first, you know, actually the whole first year was kind of like being thrown into the deep end.
Yeah.
And then I kind of just learned how to swim, you know, under all the pressure. So good thing is you know, I perform well under pressure. You know, I perform well when I'm like kind of winging it. And I think that's what it kind of taught me. But, you know, I've learned a lot about myself, especially from the Big Brother house. This is something I say a lot.
Yeah.
Like one of the biggest things that, you know, he taught me was to dream big, which is, it's so simple, but, you know, when you doubt yourself a lot, you know, you really hold yourself back from, you know, what's possible. So that was the biggest thing I took away from the house, was to dream big. And yeah, I've been doing it ever since. You know, once I realized one, it just gets bigger. And then I follow that one, and it just gets bigger.
So what's the next dream at the moment? Is there something that you're really chasing?
Right now, it's hard to define, but I'm trying to, you know, with a music label that I'm running with Careless, really to help create a culture where the artistry comes first. You know, kind of all of the, I'd say, you know, the tools and the luxuries that I've had as an artist, I want to be able to give that to other people as well, and to really bring out the best in, you know, in the Philippine music industry, and just, you know, help create that bridge, you know, for local artists, international artists. Yeah, just make things happen.
And that's really interesting, because you're talking about the label that you have, and I can say this pretty confidently: it's not an inherently Filipino label. It doesn't have that tatak Pinoy in the original sense. It's your own flavor. It's your own unique style. Of course, you're leading it as well, and all of your artists are unique in their own rights. But when you start something new and when you start something different, there's always backlash. There's always doubters. There's always the quote unquote haters and bashers. So for you, especially when you're starting off, did you feel like you had something to prove, or did you feel like I don't have to prove anything? I know who I am. I can do it anyway.
I'd say at the start it was really just what I wanted to do. You know, and it wasn't easy stepping away, you know, at the height of my career in acting, you know, to just step away from that and do something that people told me wasn't going to work, and start making a lot less money. In fact, I was just, you know, losing money every year, actually, for the first couple of years. But it's definitely worked out, and I'm glad I went down that path. But yeah, it's not easy to just give up what's comfortable.
Yeah.
And what you know is going to be, you know, a sure win, but it's not exactly what you want. And to chase something that you really want, but you know, there's going to be a lot of challenges.
So that goes back to the argument of passion versus security and money. But I really have to ask, because I love that, because not many artists, and I'm pretty sure there are artists out there that have chosen the comfort, have chosen the security. what gave you the confidence other than, and that's fine too, of course.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's also, it's sayang. It's a waste. I feel like we could all give a little bit more if we chose what we wanted to do. But you mentioned like stepping away from all of that. What was the moment? Was there a specific experience where you said, this is what gives me confidence to leave all of this behind, or to take a step back and do what I want to do?
I think it was a gradual thing, but it was as Careless started growing, because originally it was just me. And as the team started growing, bigger, and, I would hear, from different people like, yo, what you guys are doing is really different. And, I feel like even if it's just like a small amount, changing, what we think artists are supposed to be here. I'm cool with that. I'm happy with, what we're able to achieve. So over time, kind of as the team grew and, we just had so much more fun, doing Careless. It was a no-brainer, because, this is what really feeds my soul. This is what makes me feel like I have purpose, or, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it was over time, and it was really the people and the team that grew over time that I was like, okay, yeah, this is the path. Like we're onto something here.
It makes sense. And oh man, I hope I get to that point as well, because I remember actually, and I don't even know if you remember this, we had a shoot for a certain magazine years ago, and we were, it was, I forgot actually who it was, but we were there. I can't, let's not mention the brand, the exact brand.
But I remember it was you, me, Nadine, and my.
Yes, we were all together. I think there's one more guy. We had a whole team around us, and it was a crazy moment. I don't know if you remember the conversation we had, but we started talking, or actually you really started talking to me. My mom messaged me the name of the brand. Mom, I know the name of the brand. I just can't say it.
I know too.
And but you said to me, and it was really, I don't know how, if you even remember the impact that it would have had, but you talked to me about having to find my own identity as an artist, not just as in a love team, but what makes me myself, what is unique to me, and to find my own path. And you found that in music. And bro, I can't tell you, for years it didn't make sense. I was like, I didn't know what the heck you were talking about. I thought I already had found it out. And I realized, looking back now, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. But for you, when was that moment where you realized, I don't think my path is the normal love team path or the normal Filipino artist path, but it's really different?
Actually, I think it's more, when I said to you then, like, what is your identity? Like, what is it that makes you you? And even me, like I'm still learning as I'm going. And that has also evolved for me. Because I've learned that, it matters less what it is that you're doing. It matters more like, who you are.
Right.
Like, this is who I am, and I'm aspire to be this kind of person. And then everything else kind of will fall into place, what you're meant to do, So
did you?
I think that was the most important thing, that I wanted to, like, stay true to who I am, and like what I believe in, and the vision I see for myself. And everything kind of just fell into place. Like, I never knew that Careless was really going to work. I never knew that some of the artists I was able to work with, and some of the ones I will be working with, which I can't say just yet, but
okay.
Yeah, things kind of just fall into place when you're being true to who you are.
Was there ever a peg that you had? I know you're not going to copy anyone else, but in terms of stepping out into what you're doing and the artist that you're trying to be, early on, did you have like an example of the direction you wanted to go in?
Not exactly, no.
Okay.
Honestly, half the time I don't know what I'm doing. So, yeah.
Okay. Wait. There are, because you're leading a label as well, and I'm sure it's not just music. A lot of people, you might think that all you have to do in a label is just create music, but you're also, like you said, you're leading this. So, might be an out of the box question, but what is the biggest thing that you've learned from having to lead other people, or people will look to you in some shape or form for guidance and for inspiration?
When it comes to, you know, working with a big group of people, like what I learned, I think that we do differently is that, contrary to the name of the label, we really, really care.
Yeah.
Like we just really care about the artists and the people that we work with more than like results. Like what to us is more important is, the family that we have, the people that we work with, and yeah, just caring about what we're doing.
And what's okay? So you've talked a little bit about the goal of the group, of the label as well. But I actually want to touch on a couple of things, and I remember asking Sir Ogie about this in a past episode as well, about the current state of OPM. You've changed a lot, you've done a lot, but I really want to ask you specifically about, and it's controversial. It's the same thing for Sir Ogie. What do you feel about the influence of K-pop and K-pop artists and groups coming into the Filipino industry, to the point where the identity of OPM is kind of like on the fence? Have you ever felt that, or do you see it differently? I don't want to insinuate anything, but how do you feel about that one?
That is a difficult question. I think what would be, better overall is probably removing the label OPM.
Okay.
Because that's where it gets confusing. When we think of OPM, we think of like, a lot of like the legendary rock bands and everything. Yeah. And it's just where the music is going now and what's popular now. It's going to change. So I don't know. For me, I would just remove the term OPM and just call it music, So
enjoy the music. Yeah.
Yeah. But, everyone has their own, their own tastes. And I don't knock that at all. One thing, in Careless is that, we don't tell artists what they have to make, what's sellable. Like K-pop is sellable right now, so you got to do like K-pop. It's really like, what is your sound? Let's like, help you really create that, and then let's see, just give people a chance to shoot their shot.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Wait, I sorry, this is leading on to a different topic, but now, like, say, again, I haven't.
Would you call what we do OPM? Because people do. People still refer to it as OPM, but that's where it gets confusing. It's just
actually, I don't think I would. And that's not a knock to either Careless or OPM, but I get what you mean. When you go from I had a talk last year with Messiah. When you look at Nadine, when you look at you, you're all different. So I guess I see what you mean. You can't necessarily put, although it's under the same label, a label on it. But going back to your group of artists as well, and this might be a tough question as well. When is the point when you have an artist and they've been doing their thing, they've been creating their music, but it's not really going the way that you'd want it to go? Is there a point where you let them go and let them try a different path, or would you stick with them? Of course, I know it can vary from case to case, but how would you encounter that?
I think we haven't exactly encountered that yet, because some things hit, some things miss, but then I think it's just the culture we have here, where everyone's always keen on growth. So if you never give up, then you're not going to fail. So we have yet to encounter that.
So you think, okay, that's interesting. You think the only time that you really fail is when you quit, or can you fail through making mistakes?
No, I don't think so. As long as you're bouncing back and then you learn from it, that doesn't count as failure. As soon as you quit, though.
And speaking, as soon as you quit, though, that's the real failure.
Then all those mistakes, then it adds up to one big failure.
Okay, it's the equal sign after the maths equation. But for you, I know that there have been times, and a lot of people don't really see it. on camera, you probably won't see the mistakes that we do make. If it's a movie, there are take twos, can get up to like take 30. If it's a tape performance, ang daming takes. But for you, and however much you want to share here, when was one time in the industry where you really made a mistake, whether it be on stage or on set? Have you ever experienced that?
Yes, but I don't want to bring it up because you're probably going to go and search it on YouTube.
Oh no. Hey bro, I have my own. I have a lot of bloopers that my friends love putting
you
up.
Tell me yours and I'll tell you mine.
Okay. First ever prod on ASAP. I came out of PBB, my first ever dance prod. I was not used to I wasn't used to the 1-day rehearsals. I was used to like 3-4 days rehearsals inside of PBB. We got on stage, teacher Jercel was there. She grilled us, but we got to the live performance. The girls did great, and the guys came out. It was me and 2 other guys. The guy on my right was not doing the right steps. The guy on my left was counting out. Him. Nope. Okay, I'll get to that in a second. The guy on the left was counting out loud. So he was like 5, 6, 7, and I was in the middle because I was like at the triangle. I was on the front. And I just forgot the steps for a solid like 3-4 seconds, which is an eternity when you're on stage. And it's still on YouTube today. And if you can find it, I'm going to block you. Not you, James, but anyone online. But if you find it, please don't tweet it. It's horrible.
What was the song you did? I'm going to look it up.
It was a trend. I didn't know what the trend was. But I do know that Mama Bear and Sir Marcus know it very, very well. Sir Raymond, they know it very, very well. They had a sit-down talk with me afterwards and said, I need to do better. What was yours?
Okay, yo, that's nothing.
That really,
nothing, my friend?
Okay.
Look up. Oh gosh. James REID.
Okay.
Cosmo Bash.
Okay.
Yeah, that's for later. I don't want to explain it here, but if you're watching, I'm sure like half of the people watching right now already know about this. But, just type in YouTube James REID Cosmo Bash. Yeah,
I love it. And I got a
huge. I completely fall off the stage and disappear while shirtless and singing.
Well, I'm pretty sure the people on the side of the stage enjoyed that very, very much. And I think when you're shirtless,
they screamed
out of
in
joy,
a bad way.
I'm sure.
in a bad way.
Okay, I'll give you that one. That's 1 point to you. But head into a different direction. Of course, you stepped away from acting, like you said, at the height of your acting career as well. And that's a big risk because a lot of people might assume acting is where, depends on how you see it, the money really lies. You know, like you get the constant exposure, so on and so forth. But going to your acting experiences, I have had a moment like this. Could you ever not cry, or was there a time where you couldn't say the lines, or what was your biggest trouble when you were in the acting world?
Obviously, Tagalog.
Okay, I feel you, bro.
That had to have been the biggest. No, but no, you're good. You're good. Actually, I have to hand it to you. Mas magaling ka pa sa akin.
Sige. Tagalog na lang tayo until later.
No.
But what was the times you had
acting? I don't know. Like for me, it's not that I didn't like acting. That's why I walked away from it. I loved it. I loved acting. I never really had, a scene where like I couldn't cry. There's really heavy scenes. I don't know. There's something about acting that was also kind of liberating for me, because as soon as I said action, like, all the things that, insecurities I would have, or any kind of anxieties would disappear, and I'm just someone else.
Yeah.
So it was great. No, I loved it. It was just, it wasn't something that I felt I could grow in. Like I'd hit a stagnant, I'd hit a limit or a plateau, and I just want to do something else where I feel like, I could really own it.
So does that mean that in the future, would you consider going back into acting for like say there was an MMFF movie, you'd consider it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well,
Just
I'll
right
get on
now,
the phone with
I'm
Sir
busy.
Teo.
I'm so busy.
Yeah, of course. And I can imagine that with everything that you're doing at the moment. But what would the type of project be? Like, who would have to be co-starring in this movie for you to step out of the acting world? Not just for a couple of days, but like at that level, if it was an MMFF or was a really big project, it would be like a month at the time. It would be like maybe 1 or 2 months because of lock-in. How would you? What would it take for you to step back into the acting world?
I don't know. Like what kind of movie or who?
Or who would the co-stars have to be, and maybe what
It would
genre
have to be
you'd
you,
be going
man.
for? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
lie to me, James.
Yeah, you and
I'm out
me,
of that world for the time
two
being.
brothers. And then it's a movie about
Okay.
MMA, so we have to fight each other.
Okay, so I gotta get fit too. I don't know how that's gonna work. Hey, but wait, can I debunk one? And I don't know if you can even answer this question. I don't even know if I'm allowed to ask it. It's not in the script. A couple of years back, I had a fight training session for a movie called Fantastica. My man was there. We went to a gym, and we had to learn the hand to hand fighting. Just a couple of sessions, and the people who trained us said there was a certain project where you had a staff. Let's just say you had a staff, and you had to fight with it. And you showed me like the short edits that they took, like just of training. Was it true that you're supposed? I'm not like I'm gonna leave it to you if you're gonna say what it was supposed to be. What
I mean,
project
you're
was
already
supposed to be.
asking, man. So
Okay, was it a superhero movie that you're supposed to be part of before?
yes, it was. It was a superhero movie.
Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't get to push through with it.
Okay.
Because I had an injury in my spine and also in my shoulder. I was actually training for Pedro Penduko.
Oh, okay. You said it. I was hoping you'd say it.
It was tight. It was tight because I only had like 2 months.
Yeah.
To get super fit. Also learn parkour, some gymnastics, bow staff. That's what it's called. The stuff bow staff training, and weapons training, fighting, all this like martial arts and stuff. It was really intense. I was training 6 days a week, rest only on 1 day.
Oh wow!
But yeah, I wasn't taking care of myself, honestly, and like the recovery period wasn't enough. So I tore a ligament in my left shoulder, and my spine also got busted.
Wow. So at the moment, can I just ask, are you okay now? Is it healed? Is it fine now?
My shoulder's fine, but my spine is a little. Yeah.
Okay, so I was just gonna ask because. Would you ever? So if that was a movie, if they came back to you, whatever movie production house came and said, "Hey James, we can get a stunt double," would you be game to do this movie?
No. If I'm gonna do that movie, I'm gonna do my stunts.
Okay, so you still consider actually doing it?
Yeah.
Even now?
Well, I was a gymnast actually when I was like 12, 13 years old, so it wasn't too hard for me. We were running like flips and somersaults and everything. Doing parkour, but yeah.
And after all that time in the movie, okay.
Actually, you could be my stunt double, bro.
I would be the skinnier, slightly less athletic. Hey man, if you've seen Teacher G talk to me about my dancing, then you'd reconsider that. But something we'll never reconsider is the fact that we do love your music. A lot of people are always on it. A lot of people right at the moment are messaging on Kumu saying spending. Oh, we have just under 500,000 people, or not 500,000 people, 500,000 diamonds on Kumu already. We got 2.2 thousand people watching. A lot of people are sending their love as well. But
thanks everyone.
Of course. And coming from that, I just want to go back to you as a musician, just for a little bit. If there's one thing that you want to leave, like one mark that you want to leave on this industry, other than I'm not talking about Careless, I'm talking about James Reid as a person. What is it that you want to leave on this industry?
That I was just true to myself. You know, I carved my own path, and no matter how difficult it was, or you know, all the bashing or the naysayers, you know, I still carved my own path, and hopefully it's a path that other artists and other musicians will be able to go down, because it's sustainable, you know. really what we're focusing at, in Careless by, being a music label, also managing artists, is that, we give the power back to them, back to the artists, back to the musicians. At the same time, making it a sustainable career.
Okay, I just want to ask this last question because I also know that there are times where the power doesn't always lie with the artist. I'm not sending out any signal saying I'm being forced to do anything, not at all. But it's not always like that in a contract-based business world. But for you, to any artist right now, or any person right now watching who thinks that they only have one path ahead of them, it's been put on them by a boss, a management, parents. What do you want to say to those who are scared or hesitant about carving out their own path?
Don't be scared.
Okay. How do you not be scared?
I don't know, just don't be scared. Just go and do it. It's not even just, for you, but like, for everyone else. And it's important that, people, or at least, we put a lot of emphasis on the creators, for me, it's not so much about the money. And I think that's obvious because I just walked away from my most secure, future to go and do something where it wasn't guaranteed. It wasn't guaranteed. But I think honestly, it's more for yourself, like for your own, your own livelihood, for your own peace of mind, for your own spirituality, is doing the things that you're afraid of, because that's really where growth happens. It's right behind that fear is the person you want to be.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, I sincerely hope
to get
that
shit.
No, it's good advice for me as well, because I'm one of the people who thinks a lot and then always struggles taking that. I think I do pretty well in taking a step, but man, I'm a mess before I do. But like you say, the person you want to be lies after that hurdle. So we're also, it's great for me, a younger artist, to see someone not just made it in the way that everyone says you should make it, but carved his own path. And I hope everyone watching, to the 2,500 people watching right now on Kumu, and all those who will watch all over the world, that you take one thing that James said and really apply it to your life. And watch out for our movie coming out sometime soon. If that ever would happen, what a dream that would be. But James, can you go ahead? Because we are trending at number 13 at the moment, Kwentong Barber, season 2, episode 5. But to everyone watching, can you promote Hello and all the music that you're creating at the moment?
Yeah. First of all, thank you everyone, for sending the gifts on Kumu. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and of course for supporting, the single Hello. We do have a music video coming out. When is it? I think it's like in a week from now. So very soon. And I promise you, this will be like nothing you've seen me ever do before. I'm actually like I'm terrified for this to come out, which is why I know it's good.
Okay, because there's fear.
I'm scared of this. Yes, there's fear behind this because, I've never really shown people this side of me. I've been doing a lot of serious stuff, but that's not always who I am. So you're gonna see a very different, crazy, absolutely nuts side of me in this music video for Hello. It's coming out, I think, in about a week. 1 second.
And where we'll be able to find the music video? All your
it'll be on the Careless YouTube channel.
Okay.
Yeah, you can follow us on YouTube, Careless Music, or is it Careless PH? Yeah, Careless PH. There's updates, of course, on the Instagram page, Careless Music, and of course you can follow me at James for updates as well. But yeah, that's coming soon, as well as some live performances and a lot of other surprises with some pretty cool features.
And it's pretty exciting as well because people won't know this, but just before James came on the show, he was actually shooting something as well. And I'm sure everyone has to look out for that surprise as well. But James Reed on Mix is trending on Twitter as well. A lot of people are sending their love. So real quick, last up, what do you want to say to all the people who have been supporting you for you, not for who they want you to be, but for you?
I love you guys, and I appreciate all the support. Especially the ones that stick by me, even though I don't always make the decisions that they want me to make, and they stand by my choices, both as a celebrity, but also as a person. So thank you everyone for the support. I love you guys, and everyone that's on Twitter. If you want that movie with me and Edward to happen, you need to tweet about it and make it trend.
I think
it ain't gonna happen.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but hey, man, we can dream. We can dream. Dreams are always good. Hey, thank you, James, for coming on the show. I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
God bless, bro, and I hope that in any capacity we get to work together very soon. All right.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it.
All right. Have a good one, bro. Take care, man.
You too. Peace, guys.
Whew. Okay, so right now, I just want to give a couple of shout-outs because we haven't been doing a lot of that so far. Binavi08 saying, we love you, James. I love James too. Valentina, I'm not going to say the amount of numbers after your name because marami siya. Saying thank you for that. Halo. Squashy Girl, Mayward, and JD, thank you so much for that. But of course, to all the love that you guys are sending. I love James. I love King James. Naks King to, Bal, shout out to you, and thank you to everyone who's been sending their gifts as well. We got 2.7 thousand people watching. Just under 750,000 diamonds sent to us so far. Thank you so much. Actually, I just want to get real with a couple of people, and I've had a lot of plans for this show and for a bunch of stuff, and I say thank you to guests like James and like Careless. To Sir Gary and Sir Ogie, even Nadine who came up earlier this season, and all the guests who have been joining. But also, I hope it happens sometime. And I'm not spoiling anything. I'm just sharing with you the dream that I have, where I hope we can get guests from the international scene on this show. How crazy would that be? Wouldn't be crazy. It's there's this one song, and I learned this Tagalog song. It's called Industria by KZ and Glock 9, one of my favorite Tagalog songs ever. And she has a line there about dreams na yung mga pangarap ay abot kamay na. And there are so many things where we're always afraid, pero it's just within reach ang dream, but you're afraid and you're scared, just like James was talking about. So I'm going to make that commitment right here live, and I hope you guys at home can make the same commitment to try and reach that person that you guys all are behind the hurdle, or not behind, after that hurdle, after that big challenge that lies in front of you. Hopefully we can get there together. But speaking of together, I want to give a big shout out to Chiming Chippy for that Ibong Adarna, Zita Lopez, Kevin Home Alone. Thank you, Dad, for sending the Chocolate Hills. Mayward Japan, Ella Baribal, as we talked about a little while ago. EJ Barber 07, Verna Tagines, Franzi, Mayward Closet Fan at 201. Mayward Flyers official, Irene Luis, Jonas Smith, and Jay Chickeness. Is that Chickeness? Like Chickeness Av? Mama. Also, it is awesome. Chickeness on Kwentong Barber next week. I'm kidding. Actually, I want to say something special to Mama, and I think I pronounced that right, because she messaged me on Instagram. Because I made a joke 2 weeks ago, and I said it's hard to pronounce. I'm so sorry, Tita. I was joking. I love you so much. It's not hard to say. I was kidding with you. But I love your name. I really do love your name, and I hope that makes you smile. Sarang hey Mayward. Itsy Ditsy Spider. Isa pang Marate Impron. Thank you so much, everyone, for spending your day with me right now, for spending the evening with us as well. And I just want to open up for maybe like 10 minutes. Any questions that you guys want to ask me? Because I'm hoping, lalo na babalik tayo sa ECQ, that we can have a little more interaction. We can have a little bit more fun. I don't want to promise anything. If it happens, it happens. If we do it, we do it. From Instagram stories, for maybe Instagram stories, Instagram lives, maybe or like I don't know. Honestly, hindi na ako masyadong naglalaro ng ML. Wow, surprise. Yeah, but maybe we can have like if anyone plays a Call of Duty or something like that. Let's see if we can organize, or even if it's just a small thing like extra 5-10 minutes sa episode ng Kwentong Barber. Send in your questions dito sa Kumu. I'll be keeping an eye out. Pero I also have Iana, our amazing writer, award-winning writer ng Mix, who will be keeping an eye out as well. And as we wait for the questions to come in, I also want to invite everyone to join us this coming Saturday. Yes, you heard me. This Saturday for the most awaited Mix Awards, because the Mix Awards 2021 will be happening this Saturday at 8 p.m. On the official social media accounts of Mix. I'll be joined by Ai de la Cruz and VJ Sam, of course, VJ Ai and VJ Sam. I get to call myself officially a VJ again for a night. You can watch it live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Kumu. It's one of those things that I actually wasn't expecting. And I'm really, really happy na merong chance from Mix to have me back. And I'm really proud and I'm really honored as well. So, okay, I'm drifting on. Basta, it's going to be a great, great time and we're going to all have fun. But there's a question here from Jonas Smith 3. Are you willing to sing one song on August 6th on Mayor Flyer's 5th anniversary? I will sing Happy Birthday. If it's someone's birthday, I will sing you Happy Birthday. You know what? Actually, how about this? Eto na lang. If ever in the future, we are, okay, that's a commitment that I might not be able to fulfill, so I don't want to say it. I was thinking about if we all, one day, were by any chance in the same church, we can all sing worship together. Maywardology, sinong dream mo makasamang host sa kahit anong event? I would love to genuinely work with, honestly, and I'm not thinking like I'm thinking about event, not like TV hosting. I'm thinking like I would love to host an event again with the Mix VJs. And I'm talking about sila, Ai, Anton, of course, Robbie, if he's not, he's always busy. Pero yung mga, ano lang, oh my gosh, yung mga mix mo, I couldn't experience that, but hopefully something like that. Those shows that we have all over the Philippines, I would love to experience those yung out of town. I would love to just be a VJ again. Kasi parang feeling ko hindi ko sinulit yung time ko as a VJ before. So hopefully in the future I can come back and be part of Mix. From Feld Santos 039575. What's your plan for this part 3 of MECQ? A lot of you guys know I'm really active in my church. I do a lot in there. I love my church, favorite church. I have a bunch of friends there. I serve as well in different. I served in a production for a show called Real FM is actually going on right now. If you guys want to head over to Discord, Favor Movement, Real FM is happening. It's a show that I'm part of the ideation team and script writing team of that. I serve as a Connect group leader. I'm really proud of that. I'm proud to say that as well. My faith is a giant part of my life. So this MECQ ang gagawin ko is I'm gonna spend time there, of course. Pero syempre, I have my responsibilities sa showbiz. Marami akong ginagawa dito. A lot of fun to have. And technically, MECQ starts sa 6th. And on the 6th, may a special appearance. But also on the 6th, I also have the run through for the Mix Music or Mix Awards 2021. Message mo sa Mayward Flyers at kay Maymay Dong para sa 5 years nyo sa showbiz. My goodness. I was talking about this to a couple of friends, and they were saying, and I said like, parang we were playing a game called Two Truths and a Lie. And one of my truths was, in 3 days, it will be 5 years in the industry. And they didn't believe it because it means I started when I was 16. I cannot believe I started when I was 16. Grabe, actually, put that on hold, merong tag dito. You guys, you can see it. Oh, wait, balik. John R. Balik. Okay, mag-comment. Ito. There, that's the details as well. And I know that a bunch of people have 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 a lot of plans for that as well. Kaya excited din ako. Dottie, sabi niya, aasa ba kami? Huwag kang umasa. Ikaw lang, Dottie, huwag kang umasa. Pag umasa ka and you expect, baka masaktan ka lang. So don't. Whatever happens, happens. But my message to everyone to first Maymay is first of all, congratulations, because she's having a lot of work at the moment as well, and she's getting a lot of blessings. So, thank you to everyone who's supporting there as well. But we had a small conversation with all the fans as well. Kasama si Maymay, kasama si Ate Love, someone that we care about really a lot. Last week, and it was just one of those things where, and I think James can even relate to this moment where you just sit there and you're just listening to things, listening to the conversation. You realize you're just grateful for the time. A lot of people are running their mouth. A lot of people that social media, and that's part of the industry we're in. But one thing, actually, I think Maymay said it before, even in that conversation with some of the admins, was you can't change the good memories that we all had. And there are good memories to come. There are great ones that we had. And whatever is happening right now cannot change what's going to happen here in the future and what happened in the past. So we can enjoy. Guess we can and look forward. What we should do is look forward to the future, look back and enjoy the past. And instead of stressing here in the moment, just have a little bit of fun. Just enjoy. Just smile a little bit more. If you have any more questions, keep on sending them in. From Fel Santos again, how is it to have a chance to interview an artist like James? Actually, I was really surprised, and I was really happily surprised, because it wasn't an interview, really. I mean, it was. Syempre, yun ang ginagawa natin dito sa Kwentong Barber at sa show na ito. Pero it was a conversation that I think I can call him bro. And if I can, I think I can say that comfortably. Like, I really don't see him as an artist. I see him as someone who creates art, but not an artista, if you guys understand what I mean. He's just one of those guys that's genuine. And I have my own plans in life. I've been very honest. I know, be it God's will, one day I'll step away from the industry, whether it be not a 1 year away or 10 years away. If I feel a call, and I might step into industry or to a different path. And to hear that from someone who stepped away, like top love team, top artist, and to step away and really pursue what he wanted to do, it's just one of those things where it's possible. It's possible to do something that you're passionate about, and doesn't mean it's gonna be famously loved by everyone, and there are gonna be people who do not enjoy that decision. Pero it's possible, and so I know I didn't get the chance to say it to him on the live, but to artists like James, thank you, because everyone that follows will be standing on the shoulders of giants who built the path for us. And you have the people like Moira, you have the people like James, you have the people like Nadine, and there's so many more. There are so many more. The likes of Sir Ogie, Sir Gary. It's not just the new gen artists, but the people who have been there for a while. They built the path. But that doesn't mean you have to stay on the path. There are many love teams who have done everything, many things, but everyone has a different story to tell. And that's what we love here sa Kwentong Barber. From Mayward Lizelle, pwede ka raw magtagalog. Sige, magtatagalog na ako from this point onwards. Ay, sorry. Chiming Chippy, do you miss doing movies? Honestly, maraming mga bagay na nami-miss ko sa mga pelikula. Sa shooting, for example, when you look at Princess Diaries, merong mga memories ko doon, like staying with Kuya Pepe, si Taku, who recently had his birthday. Happy birthday, Taku. Yung mga kilig moments nila ni Alora, ni Taku at ni Alora. Yung ganun bonding moments, si Direk Barry ay isa sa pinaka close kong directors, I guess you could say, like a friend. Para siyang tatay figure. para sa mga artists niya. Talagang he takes care of us. He takes care of the people as well. Pag nag-nosebleed kayo, sige, next week, ang guest namin is another English speaker. I'm kidding. Pero, yun nga, I miss a lot of things. Pero, yung environment ngayon, I really just feel content and peaceful here sa ginagawa ko ngayon. So, I don't wanna rush to go anywhere. Ano yung point? Ba't ka magra-rush? ECQ nga, di ba? Which international artists from the States would you want on your show? A lot. I would love the chance to get interview Justin Bieber. I would love the chance to interview a man called Brandon Lake. Just check him out if you have not already. Brandon Lake, Chandler Moore. 3 names. Brandon Lake, Chandler Moore, Stephanie Gretzinger. If you guys are watching right now by any chance, and I don't think you are, if by any chance you see this by God's will, I would love to hear your story. I would love to be part of presenting your story. And the sana, one day, feeling ko one day mangyayari siya. One day. I'll look forward to that. Are you going to be part of this month's ASAP cycle? I will not be for a couple of reasons, but in September, I will be. That is confirmed unless we're extended to the point na bawal lumabas. Sorry, Kim Chu. I will be there. I already told Ate Love, September. I'll be there. My dad is asking as well, how do you feel after my second jab? I got the second dose of Sinovac. I feel fine. Actually, mas mabigat yung left arm ko kasi that's where I got injected. The first time that my first dose. Ngayon, parang wala lang eh. So, praise God to everyone. Kung if you didn't get vaccinated yet, I hope you can mag-register na kayo para you can get your vaccine and so on and so forth. What song would you dedicate to yourself and why? From Nalin France. C. Hello kay Lewis. What song ba? Sorry, nakatingin ako ngayon sa aking Spotify playlist. Wait that's a big question. Teka lang. I'm scrolling. Wait Okay, there's a song I'm really loving at the moment. I don't know if I would dedicate this to myself. And let's do 2 more questions after this. Kaya mag-send na kayo ng mga questions and then we'll end today's episode. I'm not gonna sing it. I cannot sing like this. But it's a song by a guy called, of course, it's by Maverick City. It's called God Don't Make Mistakes by Dante Bo, Montel Fish, and a couple of others as well. But it's a really cool song. You wouldn't think that it's a quote-unquote worship song. But God doesn't make mistakes. And the whole song talks about how, the chorus goes, God don't make mistakes. What about me? And so sometimes we feel that we are the mistake, or we made a mistake that's not redeemable. But he doesn't make mistakes. He doesn't at all. So, a song that I dedicate to all the Mayward Flyers. Ano pa ba? Lalayo pa tayo dun sa Baliw. But I know you guys are also hindi naman sa nagsasawa kayo, but we've given that answer a lot. And I'm looking sa playlist ko ngayon. And I'm just it's all worship music, so I'm trying to siguro ito, Soul's Anthem by Tori Kelly. A lot of people know Tori Kelly. Tori Kelly is another person who I'd love to have on the show. My goodness, kung nangyari yun, mababaliw talaga ako. Tori Kelly, I love you. But she's so good. She's just so good. And I don't think many people in the world can sing like she sings. So that's the song. There's a part of the song that says, "It is well with my soul." And I said that in a post. That was a song I listened to all the time nung nasa shooting ako ng Princess Diaries, pag medyo stressed ako o pagod or medyo frustrated for whatever reason. Yun ang lagi kong pinapakinggan. Actually, until now, if I have any struggles, it's one of those songs na parang hindi naman siya nakaka-LSS. But it's just one of those things where you listen to when you really need it. Para siyang aspirin. When you don't take it every day, you take it when you need it. So one last question then I just want to give a short message to everyone. Uh, kahit ano, basta live ang pagkanta mo. Nailea, no. No. Nakakamiss yung madaldal na Edward. Hey, Beds. Hey, Beds is the name of her account, pero hey, Beds. Yun lang. Oh, what's my fave verse as of now? Hmm. Ano ba? I don't even know the verse. Pero it is one of those you guys can look up the words. I know the actual scripture, but not the word, the verse itself. It's return to your rest, my soul, for the Lord has been good to you. Minsan we think that how do I say this? Like, we know we should be okay, but we're not okay. Like, kanina, aaminin ko, sobrang yung kaba ko for this episode, because last week we were off. I don't think I would love to be in the groove really of talking and hosting again. Pero it was one of those things where you're telling your heart, teka lang, I should be okay here, and I am okay. God's got me. So dahil, and not because of my strength I'm okay, but because the fact that God is faithful. So I can say to myself, return to your rest, be at peace, be calm, because the Lord has been good to you. So I would love one day, honestly, to be able to preach and talk more about that. Pero till that day comes, pag-greet kami ni Ditzy. Happy birthday namin this month. Happy birthday to you. It's Meglex and Ditzy. Have a great day as well. Sana magka-join na kami. You guys are crazy. Thank you so much for all the love, though, and I hope you have a great celebration. Kahit ECQ, GCQ, EBCD, ECQ, it's okay. It's great. And with that being said, as we head into ECQ again, don't worry, guys. We here at Kwentong Barber, at sa Mix, at sa I Want ASAP, at sa ABS-CBN, we'll be doing all we can to give you guys content, to make you guys smile, to give you interviews like today's interview with James, and to just give you a breather from everything that's going on in the world right now, because God knows we could use a little bit of rest. So to everyone right now who just needs a little break, take that break. If you have 5 minutes to just listen to some music at your desk right now, kasi alam ko, may mga nagtatrabaho pa rin hanggang ngayon, take a break. Have some rest. And we guarantee you that there's so much more content to come. We're almost at 900,000 diamonds. I think we can get it to 1 million before the episode ends. We have 4,000 viewers, and we're so grateful talaga sa bawat viewer. And I'm really, really grateful for everything that we've done. Someone said, namiss ko yung madaldal na Edward. Hopefully, oh my gosh, sorry, na-distract ako sa comment ni Dottie. Kanta ka para maka 1 million na. Iniisip ko pa nga eh. I'm thinking nga eh. Nah, it's okay. How much do I want it? No, it's okay. I'm happy with the amount of people who have had some joy today because of this episode. Had a little bit of fun today and got to hear some stories as well. Thank you so much to Zita Lopez for the Chocolate Hills. Thank you to everyone who, sorry, I keep on getting distracted by the comments. Nagbabasa talaga ako. Ito yung time na alam kong ma-edit out sa episode sa TV. So it's just really me as a Kumu streamer talking to you guys. And I love doing that. I really would love doing that. So in the future to come, we're going to have a lot more fun. Thank you so much for sticking with me dito sa Kwentong Barber. I want to remind all of you guys again that we are streaming every Wednesday, 6 p.m. on the official Kumu account of Mix, where you guys are right now, Mix PH. And you want to say a big thank you to James Reed for dropping by and telling his story here on Kwentong Barber. Of course, once again, the Mix Awards 2021 will be streaming on multiple different social media platforms this Saturday. I'll be joined by Ai De La Cruz, VJ I, and BJ Sam. Yung mga sisters ko, I'm gonna be back. I messaged Sam and I asked for some details, and we were just really excited to be working together again. And I'm really excited as well because we have our top gifters for today. At number 3, Sarang Hey Mayward. Number 2, Chiming Chippy. At number 1, Zita Lopez. I'll see you guys on the 6th as well. And I want to wish, because this is the last time, I think, before the 6th of August, which is the anniversary technically of Mayward. The last time I'm going to be on live. Before then, tama no? Oo, tama. And I just want to greet everyone from Mayward, every solid every solid Edward. Thank you so much for the past 5 years. Thank you so much for carrying us through moments where we couldn't walk, or we didn't feel like we wanted to, for pushing us, and for always being there. And I know not everyone's still there, and that's okay. And I mean that. That's okay. Kasi katulad yung sinabi ni James, and I really agree with this. What would I rather do? What makes everyone happy? Or what I'm passionate about? And that might sound selfish, but I think that's the right thing. And that's our own path. We all have our own race to run. So I'm really, really excited for what the future holds. Abangan nyo mga episodes ng Fresh Take. Of course, we're going to have someone special on Fresh Take as well. So abangan nyo din yan. There's going to be a celebration on Kumu daw on August 6th for the Mayward anniversary. And to all of you guys, I just want to say, there's no one else in the world I would love to sing this song to. There's no one else in my heart but you. Yes, I'm an official Kumu streamer, baby. And if we don't get to 1 million because of that, wala na. Out na ako. 1 week break ulit sa Kwentong Barber. Oh my gosh, the things I do for you guys. The things I do for you guys. Barber Q, thank you so much for your love and your halo as well. 1 million na yan! I love you guys. Okay. Okay, my mom's happy with me. Mom, approve? Approve. Okay, guys. See you again next week for another pop-in episode of Kwentong Barber. It's going to be fresh. It's going to be good. It's going to be exciting. And it's going to be live. We'll see you guys again. Peace out. Love y'all. No one else. 1 million na. Thank you, guys. I love all of you. Thank you, Tim and Chippy. Oh, Malacanang. Are we still live? Oh my God. Okay, I guess we're still live. Thank you so much for all the gifts and for getting us over the line. We're almost at 1.1 million na. Shout out to Danielle Jade Dandan. I'm not sure what's going on, but as long as we're still live, I'm gonna keep talking until Atiana gives me the signal. Okay, we're gonna try this one more time because I'm feeling extra today. Okay, we're gonna do it one more time. Thank you so much, everyone, for dropping by and enjoying today's story told by James Reid himself. The experiences, even the moment. I wasn't sure if he was about to talk about his supposed or supposed to be role in a superhero movie, but I'm really, really happy that he did. But again, we'll see you again next week for another pop-in episode of Fresh Take. Fresh Take tuloy. Oh my goodness, the things you guys do to me. We'll see you again next week for another amazing episode of Kwentong Barber, where we'll be hearing another story that needs to be heard. I'll see you again next time, right here on Mix PH. This is Edward Barber. Peace out. Arigatou gozaimasu. Sarang Hey Mayward.
Mix is the beat of our culture. Our stories.
So I see myself having a couple number one albums.
Spotlighting inspiring content from Generation Mix. The next generation of creators, artists, and filmmakers. Our music. Discover fresh artists first from around the world. Uniquely Filipino.
It's hard. hard to get this energy anywhere else.
Mix is the beat of our culture.